The Locke and Key Master Edition, written by Joe Hill and drawn by Gabriel Rodriguez and published by IDW Company. Here's a review of this book. And here's the cover of the first Locke and Key Master Edition. This is the collection of the first two trade paperbacks which was released, and it's an oversized format. And here on the cover we can see the youngest one of the Locke family, the boat Locke, and also that woman. I'm not going to spoil who she is, read on to find out. And another guy, what is his name, Sam Lesser. Okay, and you can see here the main subject of this book, the keys, the magic keys, and not magic keys, they're more like ghost key. Yeah, here's the ghost key and here's the head key. And moving on to the cover of the second, here is the Kingsley, the middle one of the family, and what, shadow key, I don't really remember what are the names. And here's the eldest son of the family, Tyler, and he's sort of the main character of the story. And it's omega key and alpha key. And now that's somewhat a spoiler, but no props, you won't find out what it is until the book ends. Okay.
So most of you may have seen the trailer of Locke and Key, which was recently released by Netflix some day before yesterday, and it's based on these beauties actually. And this is written by Joe King, as I had told already, who is the son of Joe Hill, and who is the son of the freaking Stephen King, the master of the horror, who wrote It and what, Coraline, and all those super duper horror books. And this is also mostly horror, but more than horror, it is mainly coming of the age story of the Tyler Kingsley Boat, who is the present generation, and also a coming of the age story of their father. And what can I say? This is a really great story, great art, and overall the aesthetics is very cool book. And these are beautiful masterclass editions. I believe these are out of stock now, but you can still buy the trade paperbacks, which are 6 in total, and each masterclass edition is a collection of 2 trade paperbacks. It's a thick book and has full story. I'll just spoil the events of the first issue. The father, the great dad of the Locke family, is killed by some psychopath. Why do they kill him? That's, you have to read on to find out. And these children, along with their uncle Duncan and their mother, who was brutally raped, moved to the key house, which is their family estate, and there are all these wonderful keys which have certain magical properties to them. And the story starts out quite like a mystery house adventure, like the house is haunted or the house has mysteries. And as it progresses, the more the story comes to background, the more it becomes the coming of age story. And by the time it reaches the end, it was literally like one of the best endings I have ever got. And it's like it really hit me in the gut. It's a really emotional story. And I would say the first book is really good. First masterclass edition is really good. It keeps you interested. The second is somewhat weak, having some cliches that, like, the plot is having the villain infiltrates the hero's house as a good guy, and that's you have seen it already. But the last volume, in my opinion, is the best. It gives us a backstory of the entire, how the keys were formed, and also the story of the father, which is one of the best flashbacks I have ever read, and also the ending, which is brutal, brilliant, and also fitting. And so, all I can say is you have to definitely give this a read, because it's such a good story. And these are somewhat expensive, these master editions, but the trade paperbacks are not at all that expensive, and there are certain follow-up stories written by Joe Hill which takes place in the past, and those are not essential to understand the story. The complete story is presented in these 3 books, but if you want more of this world, you can always refer to that. I think it's like Locke and Key Small World and other stories, deluxe editions, available on Amazon for like 800 rupees. And I heard they had a recent preview of this series coming back, like part 2 of this Locke and Key series, continuing the story of this present Locke family. And now let's look at the interior art, shall we? Because that's some beautiful art.
And this is the first volume.
and this is the Lovecraft, like Lovecraftian horror. You must have read the books of H.P. Lovecraft, and it's a direct homage. The town is named Lovecraft, and here's Lock and Key Volume 1 Master Edition. And yes, this is the cover of the trade paperback, which depicts the Locke house and also the ghost key. And here's welcome to Lovecraft, all the credits and all. And as you can see, the story starts out quite brutal with the death, and that's not a spoiler. I'm not going to spoil. Oh yeah. And as you can see, the art is quite a bit cartoony, but certainly fitting for the story. It gets less and less cartoony as the volume progresses. And now I'm avoiding the spoilers and spoilers. And as for the extras given here are the extras, like the history of all the keys, and the known keys increases as the volumes increases, and this key house gives certain sketches of this key house mansion if you're interested in architecture or something. And that's volume 1. And next look at volume 2. Okay, and as I had to say, the binding is certainly quite good, on par with that of Marvel. The book lays really flat, as you can see. There is no gutter loss, which means there is no loss of art as in between these. There are no splash pages in this book as such, but clearly you can see everything. And as you can see, the art is getting a little less and less cartoony and more realistic, but still that's okay. That's spoiler. I'm not gonna say anything. And also the extras, which includes some variant covers and all the shadows which are introduced in this volume, and also the keys. The keys. These are some new keys. I don't think these are there in our story, but certainly. Okay, yes, and that's the back. Actually, the second book came somewhat damaged from Amazon. I swear those guys don't know how to pack. There is some damage in the binding, as you can see here. Look there. That's due to some shitty shipping, right? And these, as now you can see, it's not at all cartoony. That's, oh man, that's spoiler. That's the backstory I have been talking about. You don't need to read that stuff. And as you can see, it's the end. Yeah, the great end. And all the thanks credits. Sure. And the story continues. This is the board's drawing of the keys he has found extra. And I think that's all for our review. Thank you and have a good day.